sweet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Joining us with Tapngrl Tapping Into You. I am your host, Colette Liose, a.k.a. Tapngrl. I got Lisa here with me again. We're going to get to you in a second. I told her when I let you talk, run with it. Because y'all know I don't let her talk very much.
Take advantage
All right,
of it.
so what we're going to do first is we're going to thank my phantasmical sponsors. Noblesville Trophies, Logan Street Signs and Banners. It is through the generosity of my producer, Jim Wofford, that we're here today. He's been allowing me to do this for, in November? It'll be 3 years, won't it?
Gosh.
So that we can bring you the tapping, so that you can change your life, your neighbors, your job, all kinds of good stuff.
All good stuff.
So, I have Lisa here. She's here as my echo. But Lisa also is involved in some other things, and I always like her to tell you about that so that if you can use her help, you find her. So there you go.
Thank you,
Run with it.
Colette.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa Stasiak, and I am actually a Young Living oil distributor. So if you need some oils or you're curious, give me a call. You can find me on Facebook. You can email me. lstasiak45@gmail.com, or give me a text 317-750-2445. And along with the oils, I do Reiki. So I do combine the oils with Reiki. Whatever you like, you can choose your oil. I do raindrop therapy with Young Living oils, which is a really neat experience. And you'd think all those oils, you'd come up with a horrible smell, but it really is.
Well, the oils all smell good,
Oh
so no
my
matter how you
gosh.
mix them and match
Well,
them.
you know what? I'm telling you, sometimes I don't really like basil or thyme or marjoram, and those
You gotta
are
be in the mood, don't you?
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
be in the mood, but when you put them all together, oh my gosh.
See, and then I want pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. I'm tapping
Pizza
that out,
after
babes.
raindrop.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, in fact, I was telling Lisa, because a lot of times I will let her know before we get here what the topic is. Today we're going to be talking about resistance to change. I'm going to introduce you to a couple little ways to fine-tune the tapping when you're doing it. And toward the end, we'll actually do a tap about resistance to change, and I'll leave out the F-bombs and all that stuff that I would normally do if we're doing this on my page or if I'm doing it with other people. Why do I say that? Because I like to get really emphatic. When you're trying to tap about something that you have resistance to, change, okay? You want to really kind of go to the nth degree, all right? So back up. What is tapping? I describe tapping as modern day technology for relieving stress and anxiety in the body and the mind, okay? So what tapping is acupuncture without the needles. We tap meridian endpoints on the face and the body while we're addressing negative emotions and negative emotional aspects, okay? It's based on the whole theory that a long time ago when you had a hiccup, a negative emotion or a negative emotional experience, that got into the meridian system, it basically created a block. Now, most people know that when you do acupuncture, they put those needles in specific meridian locations, and that's to relieve blockages. We're doing that without the needles, so that should make you all happy.
Thank you, because I don't like needles.
That's right. And if you have a problem with that, you see a needle come, just start tapping. All right, so what we're going to be talking about is resistance to change, but I want to tell you a couple things first that in this last week, because I'm always watching videos, Gary Craig, who is the founder of tapping, known as Emotional Freedom Technique. EFT is the formal name for it. Tapping is the generic, or meridian tapping, okay? There's not any issue that is not addressable through tapping. I don't care what it is or how crazy it seems to you that you're doing the tapping. There are a couple things with the tapping that are the biggest roadblock to a lot of people. One is we're saying the negative. Okay? Now, we are living in a time where everybody understands that the positive is the positive and you don't want to talk about the negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So people say, "Ooh, I don't want to say that." Okay. Well, here's the thing. You're thinking or vibrating at that all day. You're feeling that. If law of attraction says, "I get what I'm a match to," okay, then the stuff that shows up, okay, then I'm going, what? Where'd that come from, right? Or I can use that as information to say, wow, I just got snarky. Okay, Here's the difference, okay? If I get snarky and I kind of go, ooh, okay, that was interesting, and I move on, I'm not having an emotional reaction. If now I want to know why you doing snarky, what's that about, I got to help you understand you're doing snarky,
Right.
okay? I'm having an emotional reaction to it, now I have a tapping target,
Right.
okay? All right, because I don't want to be vibrating and snarky. All right, so, and it's really, you know, it takes practice and repetition to really understand these ideas and concepts. And why is that? Because at a very young, impressionable state of brain, theta, okay, the brainwave you're in right as you're going to sleep, right as you're waking up, is where you're in pure download mode. And as most of you know, because I've said this before, up to about age 7, continuing on for a few years, your brain, you're just a sponge. You're taking it all in, okay? Time after time when I'm working with clients, we're going back, we're finding that initial time they can remember, okay? I'll give you an example. I had a client who had pain in the upper thighs.
Okay.
And I said, describe that pain to me. And they said it was like a toothache. So we start tapping, this ache. And we're doing the tapping sequence, and all of a sudden, the person says, you know, all I can think about is at a younger age wanting to be held.
Okay.
Okay, and there were specific people involved. I'm not going to give you all the details, but that is a longing. That's an ache. We started tapping on that, and
there's
about
the ache.
70% of that left, to where then we could do further tapping to dig a little deeper. Now, y'all know I got this concept about sugar on poop, okay? If you it's so lovely. If you are trying to say, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, okay, and that stuff's not happening. In fact, you've got less and less money, or more and more people impeding your progress. You're doing sugar on poop. All right, the tapping comes in, excavates the poop, so that now when you're doing the affirmations, they can take hold. Okay, the universe hates a vacuum, so when we are getting rid of the gunky stuff, we're making room for the good.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And then, like I said, I let her know we were going to be talking about resistance to change, and I said, so grab your oils. Well, 9 times out of 10, she already has the ones that she is inspired to do. So what I want to talk to you about navigating the tapping technique is aspects and your detective work. Okay. So what are aspects? There are people that will tap on a memory, and then later they say, well, tapping didn't work because I'm still aggravated about it. Okay? Tapping always works. Okay? Tapping works when you know how to work it. And what a lot of people don't understand is, let's just use the example of a car wreck. Okay? When you have a car wreck, there are varying aspects where you got that emotional hit in your energy system. It might be when you saw the light go to red just before it happened. That might be an aspect. It might be that you weren't even supposed to be out. You snuck out with the car, okay? And your parents told you, no, stay home, okay, right? Okay? It might be the moment of impact. It might be when you hear the metal. It might be later you smell gas. It might be later somebody's over your face screaming, okay? Those are all different aspects. Aspects can also be a shift in emotion. Maybe we start out tapping about something and you're angry. Okay? Well, 99 out of 100 times it's going to go from angry. Well, it always is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because behind anger is frustration. Okay? Frustration is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, right? Banging your head against the wall. So you go back to from anger to frustration, anger to frustration. When we're tapping, we then allow the sadness to come up. Once we start tapping on the sadness, a lot of time then it knocks it out. Okay, so it's different parts of the story, and it's different emotional responses. Okay, so if you're tapping about an experience that happened to you, whether it was the divorce or it was 40 years ago, okay, if it's still bothering you, then there are different aspects involved in it or different emotions. Okay, because if you are really global with tapping, you can get results, you can get initial relief. Okay, but it's going to come back, and then you're going to say tapping doesn't work.
You got to get all those pieces.
Yes. So what we want to do is we want to get specific. And once you're really, and think of that specific as like a snapshot in time, that 2 seconds, that 5 seconds where they said something to you that was the crescendo.
Okay.
That's what you want to be focused in, okay, on. That moment you saw the look on your mom's face that you knew you disappointed her.
Yeah.
That's what you want to focus on when you start tapping those meridians while you're closing your eyes, focusing in on that moment. You're releasing that from your meridians. Okay. All right. We're I was talking about this a couple times this week, and that is we really value thinking and doing.
Yes.
Okay. But feeling and being is really how we get things done.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, professional athletes, they'll lay in a hammock, sit in a chair, whatever, where they're seeing themselves do these things over and over again successful. Okay. The mind is the builder.
Right.
Everything that ever was, is, or will be is a thought first.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so that's about aspects. The other thing is you can say, I heard Gary Craig say this the other day. It was so good. Be a why asker. Okay, so you want to be a detective. So something comes along and it triggers you. Okay, that right there is a way to tap. Okay,
yeah.
You know, even though I'm triggered right now and I don't know why, my brain's in freeze. Because remember, when we've got this stuff coming along, this is body-brain science.
Yeah.
My amygdala, the part in my brain that is what we call the reptilian brain, is the part that goes into fight, flight, or freeze. Okay, so now you're over there. I see your mouth moving. I'm remembering my dad giving me lectures. I have no idea what he's saying, and all I'm thinking is, oh my God, don't ask me a question. I have no clue.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
My brain was in freeze. Okay, because any answer got me in trouble.
Right.
Okay? You're told
No
don't
matter
lie,
what.
so you don't lie, then you get in trouble. Then, you know, so then you start not lying, and then you get in trouble because you found out. Yeah, that wasn't a good plan. So those are a couple things that will really help you hone in on what it is you're tapping about. Now, you can do it even easier than that, okay, if you're telling the story of what happened, okay, while you're giving it as much detail, color, all of those fun things that you can, okay, where was I, what was it like that day, who was standing there, give it all the detail you can, and you know I always caution you, don't start a story that's too big for you. Okay, if you, I've had people break down into sobbing, and I say, oh, you only get one hand. Okay, you got to be tapping with the other one.
Yeah.
Yes, because I stopped tapping on people years ago because I need, for a couple reasons. First of all, not a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Secondly, you need to know you got your own back. Okay, you need to know that while you're even in the throes of that, you know that you can keep tapping and it will shift. I'm just telling you, I've tapped out all my own stuff. I did use another practitioner one time because it was really big and I needed some help. I needed someone to tell the story to. Yeah. So and even the other day had more pieces of it come up, and that's when I got onto the aspects video with Gary Craig, and you know Gary Craig's the guy who developed, so that's who I follow. Right. Okay. Because why not learn from the master? I mean, the guy who developed it. Now, it doesn't mean we can't all make it our own. Okay. So, so you know, last month we were talking about seeds and what are you planting and all that stuff. Now, if I have resistance to change, I can want to change all day long. Okay. And here's the way most of us work. Not everybody loves change. Right. Okay. Want to make change our friend. I have a person in my family who loves change, like loves swirl, loves change. That's great. Okay. But a lot of us focus on those 3 times change blew up. Those few times change wasn't good. Not the billion times it worked. Yep. Okay. And the brain fires up. We're like, danger, danger. Okay. Plus remember, tapping is combining the meridian systems with modern day psychological concepts. Okay. Sabotage, resistance to change, you know, all those things about how am I protecting me. Right. And reminding you that it really is about even the wacky stuff we do. Okay, is my subconscious, you know, everybody wants to call it different. It doesn't matter. It's the unmindful, the unaware part of me, okay, that's just used to moving in this way, okay, and is not even paying attention why I'm doing the things I'm doing. Right on. You know, the ham story. Right. Right? Y'all know the ham story, right? About the sisters that cut off the ends of the ham. They asked their mom why they do that. You know, they asked each other, why do we do that? We don't know. They go to the mom. She says, we don't know. Let's ask grandma. They've done it all their life. They go to grandma and she says, well, I didn't have a big enough pan. Okay, so a lot of things we do are only because we've been taught to do them that way.
Right.
Okay, there's really
So
no
true.
thought a lot of times. Okay, and some of the big buzzwords now are awareness and mindfulness. Okay, and I tell you guys, I know I've told you before that even tapping before you meditate, because the whole point of meditation is to
Right.
quiet the mind, right?
Yep.
But tapping is such a great way to quiet the mind before you're going
Right,
into
before you go to
meditation.
meditation.
Help you get rid of that chatter and all that stuff. It reminds me of Abraham saying, well, we don't really want to shut down the chatter. We just want to retrain it.
Yeah.
Okay? We want that chatter going on all day long that says, I'm amazing, I'm awesome, I'm
The good
loved,
stuff.
I'm fabulous. Yeah, all those good
Yeah.
things. So, if I have a resistance to change, I'm not even going to let myself be aware to see what I'm doing that I could change
change
to
it.
get what I want. Okay? Make sense? Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Did we start that at 24 or 30?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to know
Does
how long I was
that matter?
Doesn't really matter.
You know you all love coming here and seeing it because it's just real. Okay? I just do real. All right, so what I want to do now is, because you know I always have 18 pages of notes, I have 25
Colette?
pounds in a 5-pound bag. Yes?
Tap on that, but I'm
Yeah, they're always telling me, tap it out. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my husband today. It's his birthday.
Happy
Yay! Happy birthday to you! Happy
What
birthday
about
to
your
you!
guest?
We got a
Oh.
big fun thing going on.
What
Let
about
me-
your guest?
What about my guest? And I do have my sister here today.
Yay.
Listen,
the
I told
quiet
y'all.
one. And I'm a
She-
guest?
she's the quiet
I'm
one.
not a guest, I'm the queen.
She's the queen. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's your birthday.
I tell you, I'm the princess.
queen.
She's the queen. Okay. You haven't seen her yet. You know she's out there. Okay. All right. We have the best fun here. We just love doing this, don't we?
I do.
I'm gonna give you something. We deserve it. I'm gonna tell you something else the other day that's gonna help you with that why asking stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So the way it came to me, because I love the visuals that I get. If we're not taking care of all the stuff, okay, that's driving that anger bus. Now you don't have to remember every time you ever got angry.
Right.
Okay. It might be a couple biggies and you knock it out. Okay. The injustice, the unfairness. Okay. All of
Right.
those things. But I had this vision all of a sudden of the campfire, okay, and when it goes out, those embers are still good, like into the next day, right?
Right.
You just come and stir it up, okay? And
Very good.
It
And
shows
there
you
it
there's
is
still
again.
flame in there.
Yeah.
What we're trying to get to are the embers that make the fire, okay? So that's how you want to. That's how you kind of want to navigate this emotional
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty
So
good.
if there's still some ember down there, here comes along this guy. It's like, dang. Listen, if you know how many times people are like, I tapped all that out, and I'm like, well, there must be a little bit more in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you want to be aware, because had somebody talking with me the other day on Messenger, going back and forth about an issue, and I said, keep looking for the embers. Keep asking why. Okay, because remember, with the tapping, yes, we're doing negative. You wanna do it almost like what we call a focus wheel. You want to start out on the negative, bring it into the middle, take it into the positive. Okay, do posi tapping. Posi tapping is amazing.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
love me. I'm amazing. I love feeling good. Feeling good's the work, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's probably enough, since I usually give you guys so much you can't hardly take it all in. I want to remind you about Natural Awakenings magazine that I am advertised in the back, but this is all things alternative,
Yes.
holistic. It's a really great publication. You can find it in Kroger. You can find it in health and wellness stores, Fresh Time,
Yeah.
Earth Fair, I think, all those kind of places. Yeah, listen, it sounds like I have 20 people here. It's 3. They're all hollering stuff at me the whole time. This was the April edition. Also, I want to let you know, if you're in or around Indianapolis this Saturday, even though we're not supposed to date all this, but I get to because it's my show. April 14th, I'm going to be in Broad Ripple. We're going to be at Whole Soul Center, and that's CENTRE, and we're going to be there 1 to 3, and we're going to be doing tapping. And then June 2nd, I've already been approved again for another workshop out at Camp Chesterfield, which is in Anderson, Indiana.
Good.
And so I wanted to let you know about that. Send me a private message if you want to work one-on-one. If you want to, bring a group into your house, Skype me in. All kinds of ways we can do this, okay? Listen, digging up my garbage for years, I can fast track you guys through it now. That's the magic and the power of what I've done. Yeah. Okay? All right. And like one client said to me, well, thank you very much. I said, you're welcome. You're welcome. So having said that, and remember, this is called emotional freedom.
Yes.
Okay? Because you'll feel when you get that lift. All right, so what I want you to think about is I want you to think about how resistant you are to change. Maybe you want to change your relationship. Maybe you want to change how you parent. Maybe you want to change relationships, work, your eating habits, okay? Tapping is not your normal left brain, okay? So don't try and make sense of it. People all the time, when we go through and do the tapping and we're rating it, and then after we do a few rounds and I'm like, okay, tell me what it is, and they can't find it, okay? Happens all the time. Don't try and figure it out, okay? Yeah. Because it's a body-brain thing, all right? So I want you to think about a change that you'd like to make, or maybe one you're not even aware you want to make yet. You just know that you have resistance to change, okay? Yeah. And I want you to write that on a 0 to 10, 0 being not at all, 10 being, yeah, change is hard, change is difficult. Why should I have to change? They screwed up, okay? All kinds of fun stuff like that. I want you to rate it. If you're at a 3 or below, find something more specific that's going to go, yeah, there it is. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
I know a guy that starts all the tapping sessions with resistance to change. It's pretty brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
you go in and find the stuff. Yeah. So like I've started adopting that. Yeah.
That's
when
good.
I'm not talking about me. Okay, I probably redlined the mic again. All right. So go onto the side of the hand. If you've never done this before, it's the fatty part down from the little finger. Okay? And all you're going to do is just repeat after me. And remember, this is a starting off place. I kind of get you primed and going. You're going to have memories and all kinds of stuff come up. You want to make a little note of those. Then you want to go back and tap out that story. Okay? All right? So, here we go on the side of the hand. You might also think about where you feel that in your body. Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your earlobe? You can't do it wrong, peeps, okay? So you're going to repeat after me. Even though I know I have resistance to change.
Even though I know I have resistance to change.
I deeply and completely love and honor myself.
I deeply and completely love and honor myself.
And even though I know like I know.
And even though I know like I know.
That I have resistance to change.
That I have resistance to change.
It scares me.
It scares me.
It's unknown.
It's unknown.
And I resist it.
And I resist it.
For all kinds of reasons.
For all kinds of reasons.
And I deeply and profoundly.
And I deeply and profoundly.
Love and honor my cute little self.
Love and honor my cute little self.
And even though I have this resistance to change.
And even though I have this resistance to change.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
They were idiots.
They were idiots.
And I deeply and completely.
And I deeply and completely.
Love and accept myself.
Love and accept myself.
Even with my resistance to change.
Even with my resistance to change.
Okay, so now the first spot you're going to go to is the eyebrow right here. You can do one, the other, cross them, does not matter, can't do it wrong, come from it that way, okay? Right here on the eyebrow. Tapping lightly about 7 or 8 times. This resistance to change.
This resistance to change.
Side of the eye. My resistance to change.
My resistance to change.
Under the eye. I shouldn't have to change.
I shouldn't have to change.
Under the nose. They made that crappy choice.
They made that crappy choice.
Chin. Why do I gotta change?
Why do I gotta change?
Collarbone. I'm so tired of having to change me.
I'm so tired of having to change me.
Under the arm. This resistance I have to change.
This resistance I have to change.
Top of the head is real.
Is real.
Eyebrow. All this resistance in my body and mind.
All this resistance in my body and mind.
Side of the eye, this resistance to change.
This resistance to change.
Under the eye, I feel it like a roadblock.
I feel it like a roadblock.
Under the nose, I don't want to have to change.
I don't want to have to change.
Chin, it's so much work.
It's so much work.
Collarbone, all this changing work.
All this changing work.
Under the arm, why I gotta change?
Why do I gotta change?
Top of the head, I have a brother who used to always go, don't change. All this resistance to change.
All this resistance to change.
Take a nice breath. Okay, did you have a rating?
You know what? I was kind of like a 5.
Okay.
Because I don't have a whole...
Okay, now you're ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so where are you on the 5? Did it come down?
You know what? Yeah, more like a 3 or a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there, now you don't have to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Is there a specific thing that came up that you're thinking, well, that seems scary to have to change that, or
there. I can talk a lot, but no, I mean, I guess there's things that I want to change. I want to change.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go right here.
Uh-huh.
I want to change.
I want to change.
There's this part of me.
There's this part of me
under the eye, keeping me safe.
keeping me safe.
Under the nose, by not allowing me to make change.
By not allowing me to make change.
Chin, I really want to change.
I really want to change.
Okay. Is that you?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like crying.
Oh man.
Oh, geez. Okay. I always get her going right here.
You do.
I really want to change.
I really
Okay,
want
I'm
to
seeing like a
change.
3-year-old or a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really want to change.
I really
Under the
wanna
arm.
change.
I really want to change this.
I really want to change
Top of the
this.
head. I don't really necessarily know how to change.
I don't really necessarily know how to change.
Eyebrow. What if I make change hard?
What if I make change hard?
Side of the eye. What if I'm sabotaging myself?
What if I'm sabotaging myself?
Under the eye. You mean like everybody on the planet?
You mean like everybody on the planet?
Under the nose. I really want to change.
I really want to
Chin.
change.
I want to know that change is safe.
I want to know that change
Okay,
is
now with
safe.
that word, I know I just triggered a bunch of you.
Mhm.
Right here.
Mhm.
Change is not always safe.
Change is not always safe.
Under the arm. But I really want to change.
But I really want to change.
Top of the head. I'm ready to change.
I am ready to change.
Okay, take a breath. Okay, we're going to go into more positive stuff
Yep.
because you by now could have had a memory come up,
Yep.
something where you did change and it backfired on you.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, it doesn't matter. Don't filter. If you're feeling your arm. Your shoulder now start to light up. Girl, I really had you going. Her eyes are all dewy like a deer, like a fawn.
I've had pain in my arm.
Oh.
It's just amazing you talk about this.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Where is it in your arm?
You know what? It's
Here.
it's elbow.
Elbow. Okay,
to
that's
down, and
that's
then-
inflexibility.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
But that's all fear.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You got something you're being hard on you about that you haven't changed?
I think I have to tap some more
You think?
to find that.
Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Okay, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into some more positive rounds. Okay,
Thank
now
you.
listen. She knows that she's having feelings
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Okay, even though. So let's do this for a second right here.
Fun.
She's sniffing.
I have to smell
by the
fun.
way, I do have a client that when she comes to me, she'll bring the oil she's inspired to. Once she leaves, she's like slathering herself
Yeah,
up in
I
it,
believe it.
sniffing them and everything to
I
help
believe
her
it.
create a safe place
Mhm.
for those changes that we just tapped about.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Love
So
it.
go right here to the karate chop.
Okay.
Even though I'm having an emotional reaction,
Even though I'm having an emotional reaction,
just thinking about change,
just thinking about change,
I choose to love and forgive myself.
I choose to love and forgive myself.
Even though y'all know I teach you there's nothing to forgive, right?
Even though,
And
yeah.
and even though
And even though
I'm having an emotional reaction,
I'm having an emotional
so
reaction,
I know there's something in there,
so I know there's something in there,
and I'm afraid I'm gonna feel wrong
and I'm afraid I'm gonna feel wrong
or bad
or bad.
for whatever's under there.
Yep, for whatever's under there,
And I deeply and profoundly
and I deeply and profoundly
love and honor
love and honor,
and emotionally support myself
and emotionally support myself
by sniffing oils
by sniffing oils
and tapping.
and tapping.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept
Go
myself.
right here to the eyebrow. I'm having an emotional reaction.
I'm having an emotional reaction.
Side of the eye, just thinking about change.
Just thinking about change.
Under the eye, maybe I'm beating me up.
Maybe I'm beating me up.
Under the nose, for changes I haven't made.
For changes I haven't
Chin, changes I really want.
made. Changes I really want.
Collarbone, that just feel like I can't make.
That just feel like I can't make.
Under the arm, I'm having an emotional reaction.
I'm having an emotional
Top of the
reaction.
head, and I'm aware of it.
And I'm aware of it.
Eyebrow, this is big progress for
This
me.
is big progress for me.
Side of the eye, it's safe for me.
It's safe for me
Under the eye, to acknowledge how I'm feeling.
to acknowledge how I'm feeling.
Under the nose, I'm feeling like a rock star.
I'm feeling like a rock star.
Chin, I'm awesome and amazing.
I'm awesome and
Collarbone,
amazing.
even being aware of this resistance.
Even being aware of this resistance.
Under the arm, what if this is a starting point for me?
What if this is a starting point for me?
Top of the head, feeling safe to acknowledge
Feeling safe to acknowledge
how I'm feeling,
how I'm feeling,
so I can create the change
so I can create the change
in me.
in me.
Eyebrow, because when I change me,
Because when I change me,
I change what I'm getting.
I change what I'm
Side
getting.
of the eye, but it was really safer to be mad at them.
But it was safer to be mad at them.
Under the eye, but I'm ready to do this for me.
But I'm ready to do this for me.
Under the nose, these changes I want to create.
These changes I want to create.
Chin, these changes I'm feeling better about.
These changes I'm feeling better about.
Collarbone, maybe I don't need to beat me up.
Maybe I don't need to beat me up.
Under the arm, maybe I don't need to go into judgment about me.
Maybe I don't need to go into judgment
Top of the
about
head,
me.
because this is between me and me.
Because this is between me and me.
Take a nice breath. Okay, you can come back and use the tapping segment of this show over and over and over when there's something you don't know how to get started to clear. Okay?
Very good.
It's really that simple. Okay? I know there's times I get up in the morning, I've told y'all I love getting up at 5, and I just feel off, I don't know what's going on, and I'll just start tapping. Don't even worry about words.
Don't say the words.
Don't even say the words. Just let your little brain calm down, okay? So that you can actually start to think clearly.
Right, and then it comes to you.
And then it'll come to you and you go, oh, I know what's going on.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep, that's
I'm
good.
feeling this about, okay? Because I had a biggie like that the other day myself. Because just so you know, I'm not perfect. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. You know what I mean when I say
Colette
that.
and Colette.
It's between me and me, okay? And I'm like getting out of the beat me up business, all right?
I love it.
Yeah, because, you know, we're taught such weird stuff. Judge or be judged.
I have to share that, you know, with my granddaughter, 9 months old, it's like I see and I feel and I'm hoping a different way of raising her, you know, just as a grandma. But, you know, different than what I did with my kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with my kids, what my parents did with me.
Yeah. Well,
So-
because you want her aligned. You want her to
Yes, I
learn
do.
feeling good to work.
She loves the drum.
Yeah.
She,
Oh,
man.
that is Grandma's baby.
She is.
Yeah. Because this girl loves the drumming.
I love it.
Love it, love it. Okay, so what I'd like to do is thank my sponsors again. Noblesville Trophies, Logan Street Signs and Banners, my producer Jim Wofford, thank you so much for letting us be here to share this with you. You know, you can contact me, find me for questions, groups, one-on-ones, anything you want. I want you to tell them again about how to find you.
Okay. Cell phone, you can text me, give me a call, 317-750-2445. Email lstasiak45@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Lisa Johnson Stasiak, or through Colette's. I've got some connections through Colette's site, so I'd be so happy to share and work and talk with you.
And did you tell them you're a Reiki master?
Oh, and Reiki Master. So we've got, you know, this is energy movement. Reiki is energy movement. They all work together.
And even if you want to know stuff about the oils, how to mix
right.
them, how to do all kinds of things, she can tell you all that stuff. She knows how to do the mixing and all those other good things.
I love to do that.
Yeah, that's nice. And you've
It
got
is.
a daughter that does
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
really good.
Open. Okay, so let's see. Don't forget, I got a class coming up. Somebody's waving. Oh, okay. What's that mean? I don't know. See?
We're good.
We're so easy and flexible. We're here for you. Okay, so I have a class on Saturday, June 2nd. I'll be back out of Camp Chesterfield. If I can help you out, just contact me. And listen, you know, it may not be me. Find whoever you like to do the tapping, because the tapping's amazing, okay? It creates amazing cognitive shifts. That's the biggest thing that I see happen with so many people, where all of a sudden they think of something differently.
It's amazing what pops up.
It is amazing what
gosh,
pops
you
up.
guys, yeah.
All right, so I have no idea what all I left out, but that's enough. I'm way over. They're always teasing me about going over. So until we see you next time, here's what I always tell you: what? Keep tapping into you. See y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.